This video is for women. If you're not a woman, you can scroll on or you can stay. If you choose to stay, the seats down front are for women. You can move to the seats in the back. Black women, women of color, white women, grab a seat down front. Come on, y'all. I got to do some grocery shopping. We ain't got all day. Find a seat. Y'all can chit chat later. Y'all can do all of that later. Okay. I see most of y'all have found a seat. I see a few scragglers coming in. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Women, Donald Trump thinks we're stupid. There are two things that transpired with Donald Trump and his campaign that took place while I was on a mental health break, and I want to talk about it, and I want to bring it to your attention. Last week, mainstream news media was all over these two stories. Donald Trump says he'll support free IVF treatments in a second term, and Donald Trump says he opposes the 6-week abortion ban down in Florida. My opinion on those two issues is that Donald Trump will say anything to get elected in November. Donald Trump and his campaign have had to deal with a lot of questions on their stance when it comes to IVF treatments and when it comes to abortion. Republicans and Donald Trump are feeling the heat, as they should. We are not going back. Most of us who are operating in reality, we are clear that Donald Trump and Republicans, they don't respect women and they don't value women. They see women for three purposes only. That's to be in the kitchen, that's to bear children, and that's to support their every need. Anything beyond that, Donald Trump and the Republicans see no value in women. And so therefore, they've been chipping away at women's rights. So when you see headlines like those, I need for you to understand that Donald Trump and the Republicans will say anything necessary to win the office of the presidency in November. However, Donald Trump can't stick to the script. He's a narcissist. He believes that he knows best. So when he came out and said this,
you overturned Roe and you want abortion to be a states' rights issue. In Florida, the state that you are a resident of, there's an abortion-related amendment on the ballot to overturn the 6-week ban in Florida. How are you going to vote on that?
Well, I think the 6-week is too short. It has to be more time, and so and I've told them that I want more weeks.
So you'll vote in favor of the amendment?
I'm voting that I am going to be voting that we need more than 6 weeks. Look, just so you understand.
Donald Trump stands for nothing. He does not care about women's rights. He cares about power and money, which is why 24 hours later, Donald Trump said this.
Voting yes or no on Amendment 4 in Florida?
So I think 6 weeks, you need more time than 6 weeks. I've disagreed with that right from the early primaries. When I heard about it, I disagreed with it. At the same time, the Democrats are radical because the 9 months is just a ridiculous situation where you can do an abortion in the 9th month. And, you know, some of the states like Minnesota and other states have it where you could actually execute the baby after birth. And all of that stuff is unacceptable. So I'll be voting no for that reason.
I know we know this, but it bears repeating. No one is performing an abortion on a live baby at 9 months. No one is executing babies after birth. That is called murder. And that results in charges, trials, convictions, and jail time. He stands for nothing. All he wants is to get into that office, and he will say and do anything to achieve that. Donald Trump does support a national abortion ban. Donald Trump will not provide free IVF treatments. It is a part of his policies, Project 2025, to stop IVF altogether. Remember what went down in Alabama? Yeah, Alabama is another state that is implementing laws and policy based on Project 2025. Along with the state of Florida, along with the state of Georgia, along with the state of Oklahoma, along with the state of Texas. Donald Trump will not support you, women. The only thing he supports when it comes to a woman is reducing the rights of a woman, making sure she can bear children, and making sure she's a support for abusive and toxic men. And then when a woman finds herself married to a toxic man, an abusive man, a narcissistic man, and she wants to leave, Donald Trump and his Republican brethren support policies that make it very difficult for her to leave that marriage whole.